Alright, this video is going to be probably about 3 videos just to start getting a game of Pong. If you don't know what Pong is you have a paddle on this side, a paddle on this side, and a ball will bounce between the paddles and bounce back and forth. So the first thing I'm going to do is get a new subclass here, and I'll call it Ball, and I will just pick, maybe I'll pick this and use that. And I'll just put it in here just to see what it looks like, and that'll be good. So my first thing I want to do is get this thing to bounce off the walls a little bit. So kind of think about it going bouncing here, 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 and so on. If we think about this, we can, well, let's dive into some code and let's actually get a constructor going here. So public ball, and I have the constructor. So the first thing you might want to think about is that we're going to have this ball move. But there's actually a little bit of a better, we've been using move a lot, and there's actually a better method that I like, and it's called set location. And what this will do is set the location of the ball to any x and y value. So if I set this, set location to 200, 300, it might be the middle of the world, or it'll be over 200 and down 300. Well, if I want this to kind of move, I could put in here get x. And I could put here get y. And then that will get the location of the ball, and I can maybe, add 3 to the x value and add 3 to the y value. And if I run this, you'll see that what this will do is, if I put it in, it's going to, let's just kind of look at it, it will set the location as get x plus 3, so it should move it over 3, and then get y plus 3, which actually would move it, which move it down 3. Because I'm adding it to it. So if you see this, there it goes. Now it hits the bottom, and basically you're going to go across and then stop. So what I want to have it do here is if it's at the edge, it's going to bounce. So, but I kind of have to think about this, is if this is going right and down, right and down, right and down, right and down. When I hit the bottom, I still want to go right, but instead of going down, I want to go up. So it's going to be going right and down, right and down, right and down, right and down, and now it's going to be going right and up, 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 and here it would actually be going left and up, left and up, left and up, left and up, and then left and down, left and down, left and down, and so on. So what I'm going to do is actually create 2 instance variables. I'm going to create private int delta x and private int delta y. Because you know from my math classes that delta means the change in, so the change of x and the change of y. And I'm going to just set delta x equal to 3, and delta y equals 3. And that's just kind of like the speed. So instead of coming down here and doing plus 3, I'll change this to delta x, and I'll change this to delta y. And then the last kind of thing I can think about is now there is a method called at edge, but I really don't want to use at edge. I kind of want to make up my own at edge because I really want a top and a bottom and then a left and a right. And is at edge will give me all of them. So instead of doing is at edge, how about if I do if get x, so this will be if get x is less than about 10, or get x is greater than, I forget what the world width is, I think it was 600, so greater than about 590. And if that happens, I don't want to change both of them. Remember, that means I'm hitting the left and the right walls. So if I hit the left and the right, if I'm going right, I want to go left, I'm actually going to say delta x will be equal to delta x times negative 1. And then it should change delta x from 3 to negative 3. And kind of watch what that's going to do now. I'm going to put it up here. So here it goes, down and right, and it looks like it's bouncing. Now when it hits the bottom, it's not going to do anything, so I'll reset again. Drop this in, put it in, boom, and it goes down. I want you to try and have this ball bouncing off all the walls, and then we'll add paddles, and we're gonna have to delete some stuff, but I think that would be your start to get that.